Valmiki Ramayana, Ayodhya Kanda, Book Number 2, Sarga 30, Roman numerals XXX 30. The Triumph of Love. The daughter of Videha's king, while Rama strove to soothe the sting of her deep anguish, thus began once more in furtherance of her plan. And with her spirit sorely tried by fear and anger, love and pride, with keenly taunting words addressed her hero of the stately breast. Why did the king, my sire, who reigns o'er fair Videha's wide domains, hail Rama, son, with joy unwise, a woman in a man's disguise? Now falsely would the people say, by idle fancies led astray, that Rama's own are power and might, as glorious as the Lord of light. Why sinkest thou in such dismay? What fears upon thy spirit weigh, that thou, O Rama, fain wouldst flee from her who thinks of naught but thee? To thy dear will am I resigned, in heart and body, soul and mind, as Savitri gave all to one, Satyavan, Dyumayasena's son. Not an infancy can I brook to any guard save thee to look. Let meaner wives their houses shame, to go with thee is all my claim. Like some low actor deemest thou fit thy wife to others to commit, thine own espoused in maiden youth, thy wife so long unblamed for truth. Do thou, my lord, his will obey, for whom thou losest royal sway. To whom thou wouldst thy wife confide, not me, but thee, his wish may guide. Thou must not here thy wife forsake, and to the wood thy journey make. Whether stern penance, grief and care, or rule or heaven await thee there. Nor shall fatigue my limbs distress, when wandering in the wilderness. Each path which near to thee I tread shall seem a soft, luxurious bed. The reeds, the bushes where I pass, the thorny trees, the tangled grass, shall feel, if only thou be near, soft to my touch as skins of deer. When the rude wind in fury blows, and scattered dust upon me throws, that dust, beloved Lord, to me, shall as the precious sandal be. And what shall be more blessed than I, when gazing on the wood I lie, in some great glade upon a bed, with sacred grass beneath us spread, the root, the leaf, the fruit which thou shalt give me from the earth or bough, scanty or plentiful to eat, shall taste to me as amrit sweet. As there I live on flowers and roots, in every season's kindly fruits. I will not for my mother grieve, my sire, my home, or all I leave. My presence, love, shall never add one pain to make thy heart more sad, the heart more sad. I will not cause the grief or care, I will not cause thee grief or care, nor be a burden hard to bear. With thee is heaven, where'er the spot, each place is hell, where thou art not. Then go with me, O Rama, this is all my hope and all my bliss. If thou wilt leave thy wife who still entreats thee with undaunted will, this very day shall poison close the life that spurns the rule of foes. How, after, can my soul sustain the bitter life of endless pain, when thy dear face, my Lord, I miss? No death is better far than this. No, death is better far than this. Not for an hour could I endure the deadly grief that knows not cure. For less a woe I could not shun for 10 long years and 3 and 1. While fires of woe consumed her such, her sad appeal lamenting much, then with a wild cry anguish wrung, about her husband's neck she clung, like some she-elephant who bleeds, struck by the hunter's venomed reeds. So in her quivering heart she felt the many wounds his speeches dealt. Then, as the spark from wood is gained, down rolled the tear so long restrained. The crystal moisture sprung from woe, from her sweet eyes began to flow, as runs the water from a pair of lotuses divinely fair. And Sita's face, with long dark eyes, pure as the moon of autumn skies, faded with weeping as the buds of lotuses when sink the floods. Around his wife his arms he strained, who senseless from her woe remained, and with sweet words that bade her wake to life again, the hero spake. I would not with thy woe, my queen, by heaven and all its blissful sheen. Void of all fear am I as he, the self-existent God, can be. I knew not all thy heart till now, dear lady of the lovely brow. So wished not thee in woods to dwell, yet there mine arm can guard thee well. Now surely thou, dear love, wast made to dwell with me in greenwood shade, and as a high saint's tender mind clings to its love for all mankind, so I to thee will ever cling, sweet daughter of Videha's king. The good of old, of soft of frame, honored this duty's sovereign claim, and I its guidance will not shun, true as light's queen is to the sun. I cannot pride of Janak's line this journey to the wood decline. My sire's behest, the oath he swear, the claims of truth, all lead me there. One duty, dear, the same for is sire and mother to obey. Should I their orders once transgress, my very life were weariness. If glad obedience be denied to father, mother, holy guide, what rites, what service can be done that stern fate's favor may be won? These three the triple world comprise, of darling of, oh darling of the lovely eyes. Earth has no holy things like these, whom with all love men seek to please. Not truth or gift or bended knee, not honor, worship, lordly fee. Storms, heaven, and winds a blessings thence, like sonly love and reverence. Heaven, riches, grain, and varied lore, with sons and many, a blessing more. All these are made they own with ease by those their elders' souls who please. The mighty souled who ne'er forget devoted sons their filial debt. Win worlds where gods and minstrels are, and Brahma's sphere more glorious far. Now as the orders of my sire, who keeps the way of truth, require, so will I do for such the way of duty that endures for aye. To take thee, love, to Dandak's wild, my heart and length is reconciled. For thee such earnest thoughts impel, to follow and with me to dwell. O faultless form, from feet to brows, come with me as my will allows, and duty there with me pursue, trembler whose bright eyes thrill me through. In all thy days, come good, come ill, preserve unchanged such noble will, and thou, dear love, wilt ever be the glory of thy house and me. Now, beauteous armed, begin the task the woodland life of hermits asks. For me the joys of heaven above have charms no more without thee, without thee, love. And now, dear Sita, be not slow, food on good mendicants bestow. And for the holy Brahmans bring thy treasures and each precious thing, thy best attire and gems collect, the jewels which thy beauty decked, and every ornament and toy prepared for hours of sport and joy. The beds, the cars wherein I ride, among our followers next divide. She conscientious, conscientious, she conscious, she conscious, she conscious that her Lord approved, her going with great rapture moved, hastened within without delay, prepared to give their wealth away. Wow, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Ramayana, Ramayana. Footnotes 129 1. The story of Savitri told in the Mahabharata has been admirably translated by Rückert and elegantly epitomized by Mrs. Manning in India. Ancient and medieval. There is a free rendering of the story in Idlis from the Sanskrit. 131. Fire for sacrificial purposes is produced by the attrition of two pieces of wood. It's just mind-blowing how they are able to translate Sanskrit so beautifully. We see beautiful, beautiful exchanges between Sita and Rama. Like all these love songs that are produced in the world, all the love songs imaginable, rock and roll, pop, this, that, blues, all these different musics are all meant for one thing, to glorify Sita and Rama, the eternal love of God. Sita and Rama, Hare Rama. But because society is demoniac, they want to have kingdom of God without God himself and herself, Sita and Rama, then so-called love songs are now meant for temporary forms, temporary female and male forms that are loitering on this planet and pretending to be, you know, so more important than Sita and Rama. The rock and roll is actually meant to glorify Sita and Rama, not to glorify some mundane love between a temporary form of a woman and man, because all these temporary forms are temporary. They're gonna get wrinkled and then they're gonna die. But eternal love of Sita and Rama, who are always wrinkleless, they have no wrinkles, they're always youthful. That love is eternal, and that's why we need to focus on their love. That's why Ramayana is here, for that purpose. Once we understand this as humanity, then we will understand God, who God is, and that's Hare and Rama, Sita and Rama. They perform beautiful pastimes, beautiful exchanges to attract the conditioned souls back to their fold. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful translation. Credit where credit is due. Ralph Griffith, Valmiki Ramayana, Roma Victa, Jairam. Ciao.